The samba.
So,
Hi everyone, it's Catherine here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, welcome. It is absolutely a pleasure to have you. Today we are doing another speed build, and this one came as a request via Facebook from an individual named Sara. So Sara requested a home for her family of Sims. It's two moms and a teenager and a child. Both of whom I believe she said were girls, but I might have to double check on that. I really liked the ideas that about the family home, and I kind of was in a little bit of a modern mood here, so I did make a more modern home for this. I really liked doing this roof setup here because I have recently been getting inspired by like atomic prefab 1950s Americana type houses, so practicing that angled roof style was kind of something I wanted to play with a little bit here. So I was really excited to utilize some of those skills. My overall vision was something that just, it had a lot of light and it had a lot of bright, I don't want to say more modern textures because I feel like I'm using that word too much, but it's a higher contrast, it's cleaner lines, it's more pronounced colors. We'll get to what that looks like on the inside in a minute here. I actually really want to focus on this because I have been practicing curved stairways, and in order to do that, I've grabbed a couple of curved pieces, reduced them down to proper quarter circles, and I've used those pieces to help me make a flooring that was also curved in order to kind of make that pathway do that. And then you just take the extra floor piece and make it look like grass, so you've still got these pizza slices of fencing there. So the curved staircase is a cool tool that I'm really glad I got a chance to practice on this one. I did a lot of different things with this one. I really wanted to do a lot of windows in a lot of weird places, so I thought having those alternating windows would be a really nice way to liven up both of those bathrooms, because that's one on the other side of those. I really wanted just to do some different things, which is why we have the floor to ceiling windows on the other side. And you'll notice that these heights are actually boosted. These are medium height walls, which I almost never work with, but I'm realizing that they fit pretty well in certain types of builds. So, you know, like because I need these high windows, we're using the bigger bits, the bigger walls to make a look happen. I've got another cottage that I'm working on where we also used medium walls in order to adjust around the windows. So I'm getting used to playing with them. I don't think they're going to be a regular habit for me, but definitely when the style fits. I like this front patio here, and I was filling it with some grass in there to really kind of make it look like it was lived in by a couple of people who just really love their space and love taking care of it. So I really like that entryway, and I especially like that it's not facing directly out on a street. Maybe this is just silly because we don't really have streets and driveways in the same way in this game, but I like that the entrance is a little more intimate and a little more tucked away for that. We are moving on to the not the bathroom. We are moving on to the kitchen here, and I don't know if this is just me or not, but I grew up with multiple garbage bins for different things. One was always garbage, one was always recycling, and one was usually bottles and cans. And so I wanted to do that here, but I also wanted that counter space. So when I put the counter down, I grabbed a dishwasher and I put the dishwasher underneath the counter and then shrunk it down using our bracket key. Then I could just hide it behind one of the trash cans. So these cans should be functional, and I love the way that they look with those counters. You don't see it in the video, but once we were done cutting the video, I went ahead and actually decorated those shelves that are right there. So we don't get to see them filled with anything, but when you download it from the gallery under my gallery ID or my origin ID, Lady Alpha 001, you'll find that those shelves will be stocked with cute little things. I just, after the build was over, I realized I had forgotten it and just went to town on decorating those things. So that was a lot of fun. We are moving on to the kids' bedrooms here. So these are just straight down the hall, and I was kind of working on both of the children at the same time. So I started with the younger one here, and I don't really know what the personality of the kids is. So I was kind of making it a little bit more generic. This one is playful and fun, and I don't want to use the word childish, but it's very youthful. It's very young. So I'm very, very happy with how this one turned out, and that even though it's generic, I think that just means that it's able to fit a wide demographic of children and fit families pretty well. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah, that thing was bugging me and I could not make it work for the life of me. So I went back through here and I just gave it some subway tile. Not only does that break it up against the wood, but that takes care of this problem, and I don't even have to worry about those silly like shelf line things poking through the walls and kind of ruining the aesthetic that I was going for on that one. How many people actually had one of those measuring sticks that get measured for your growth each year, and how often did you guys get those measured? Because I'll tell you what, that was not a very common thing for me when I was growing up, but we also moved houses every 2 years or so, so it didn't really make sense to be marking up our houses, especially given that we never really stayed in one place for too long. So I never really did one of those things, but I figure if I ever had kids and was measuring like that, I would want it to look like the llama from Emperor's New Groove right at the end when they're measuring the kids for their growth, just because that's the kind of Disney nerd that I am. Our other kid's bedroom, the one that we just finished, was pretty gender neutral, I think. But this one, we definitely are making a statement with this. This person is definitely going to be a little bit more effeminate. I'm really hoping that the teenager is a girl, but if not, hey, more power to you. Love what you love, right? I definitely decorated this with light colors and makeup and nail polish and, the whole kind of 9 yards on that. I think probably my favorite piece of this entire room is a mirror that I ended up putting in that had a whole bunch of light bulbs on it. It's not from Get Famous because I don't have Get Famous, and quite frankly I don't really want it. The idea of a reputation system does not sound pleasant, but it's gorgeous. I don't know if it's parenthood or what, but I just got it, and it ends up going in this room with all of the other decor. While we were decorating, I eventually came across the private journal, which is an item from the Parenthood pack. I haven't gotten a chance to do gameplay with that yet, but I did go ahead and throw 2 of those into this build. I put 1 in each bedroom, even though there's an open notebook there. I wanted the ability, because my client did say that she had most packs, I wanted her to be able to utilize the journals as well for her kids. I also got from the Parenthood pack this nightlight, and I went ahead and set it up just right on top of the bed because I feel like a nightlight should go against the wall, and when I discovered that wasn't actually a wall light, I decided that instead I'm going to make it act like it was on top of the bed. I really hope those nightlights stop the monster under the bed interaction, because I find that to be probably one of the most annoying things about the Parenthood pack. is having to constantly wake up almost every single night to take care of the kids who are scared of the monster. It's exhausting. I can't even imagine doing it for real on a regular basis. We moved on to the bathroom here, and both of the bathrooms are going to be roughly the same. They're both a little bit on the nicer end because we were going for a specific look, and my client did say she didn't really have much of a budget. So, we just kind of put together things that looked... Oh, did I say that they looked alike? They don't look anything alike. But they are both supposed to be clean and both supposed to have some good modern representation in there. When I first started the build, she had a toddler, so I was trying to think about where to put a toddler potty. And when I got a hold of her in the middle of it, she mentioned that, oh yeah, my toddler aged up, so we didn't need toddler potty or toddler bed or any of that, which allowed me to make cleaner bathrooms that really kind of fit our aesthetic quite a bit better. Normally I try not to go for red in the bedrooms, however we had these beautiful red flowers right outside, and so I thought it would be a shame if we weren't playing on that at least a little bit with the red bedspread and a red shag rug as well. I added in this little console table to do something with this entryway. You'll notice I did also give them double doors because, I don't know why, I think it's fancy to have double doors on a bedroom. The hallway was bothering me with how plain it was, and so I was trying to think about things we could do there, and I ended up putting a lot of the science projects that we get from Parenthood onto the table just as a way of like, hey, look at what my kids have done, you know, kind of the trophy room in that hallway area. So I thought that was pretty cute. And there's also, the client also asked for a space for the cats to run around, and so I was thinking that might be a good spot to put like litter boxes or something like that. And I definitely would have if I had pets, but I don't have that expansion pack. I do have pets in real life. So that's it for the build, you guys. Take a look at some of the shots that we've got. This is in the gallery now, so go ahead and like and subscribe the video, and then hop into the gallery and go find Lady Alpha 001. Thank you, and it has been so much fun, you guys. I'll see you on the other side.